Good morning to everyone present here. Welcome to our webinar on maximizing marketing impact using Sitefinity Content Personalization. I am Mukta Ashok and I will be your moderator for today's webinar. Now, as we begin, let's review a few pointers on how we can interact during the webinar. Now you're looking at the attendee interface of GoToWebinar. The viewer window on the left will allow you to see everything that we share from our screen, and the control panel at the right is how we can participate in today's event. As we would love to hear from you, please do ask questions and share your comments. As mentioned, this option is located on the left tab. We'll review your questions as they come in and we'll take them up towards the end during the question and answer session. Also, the webinar is being recorded and everyone will receive an email with a link to view a recording of today's event. So as I move on, I would like to introduce you to our company, Suyati Technologies. Suyati focuses on delivering niche IT solutions and services including CMS, CRM, and e-commerce. We are an Electron featured implementation partner, Microsoft Gold partner, a Salesforce App Exchange partner, and we have also partnership with MongoDB. And we have an extensive experience in .NET and other mobile app technologies. Now, when it comes to Sitefinity, Suyati is a Sitefinity technology partner with core strengths in mobile web, e-commerce, email campaigns, and social media. We have a certified Sitefinity developers as well as certified business consultant. So now I would like to introduce you to our featured speakers, Christopher Ross, who is a regional partner manager at Telerik. Christopher is a highly experienced business strategist and technical marketing leader. Chris has a strong background in leading Fortune 50 companies and their service partners where he builds successful consultative teams and product marketing offers. He has a hands-on technology expert who has managed startups and ISPs in developing cloud-centric web and mobile applications. Next, we have Anju Raman. Anju Raman is a senior developer at Suyati Technologies. Anju is a tech junkie and her areas of expertise includes Sitefinity among various others. Now, when she's not busy creating technology solutions, Anju just loves to travel. Our social media tags, please do follow us, tag us, or you can even post questions. You can use the hashtags and handles that you see on the screen. Now I'll take you very quickly through the agenda. Chris will take you through the glance over Telerik, and then Anju would continue with the introduction to content personalization, followed by business benefits of content personalization, and then she'll tell you how can Sitefinity help you, and then she'll take you through the demo where she'll be creating user segments based on different criteria, and she'll create personalized content and test them using personalization preview tool and measure these results. And we will conclude with the question and answer session. So that's all from my end. Over to you, Chris. Chris?
Great. Well, thank you so much, and appreciate everyone being on the call today. As you mentioned, my name is Christopher Ross. I'm the regional partner manager for Telerik here in the Great Lakes region. One of the opportunities I do have is supporting our great ecosystem of partners, and so I'm very happy to be on the call today. I just want to take a few minutes to kind of give everyone on the call a little more familiarity with Telerik and specifically with Sitefinity before I turn it back over to jump into the demonstration. So for those of you who are not aware, we are actually part of Progress Software. We have over 10 offices around the globe with 800 individuals specifically focused on the Telerik product line and over 100,000 customers across all of our product suite. We truly are a global company. One of the aspects that's been great about our company is the fact that many of our customers are not just local to the U.S., but have businesses across the globe, and through our partner network, including Suyati, we're able to provide a high caliber of expertise across a variety of domains to those customers. As part of that portfolio, if we'll go on to the next slide, just a few of the customers that we've had tremendous success with, and we're appreciating the fact that everyone here is on the call. So if we could just go ahead and move on to the next slide. So here you see some of the customers that we've had success with in terms of development of content management systems, mobile applications with partners like Suyati. So with that, I'm not taking up too much of the time away from the presentation, but I felt this would be a great way to kind of to introduce you to Suyati, and I'm glad to be on the call, and we'll be available for any comments or questions afterwards.
Yeah, that's all I think from Chris' end. It was a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you for taking a time out of your busy schedule. Now I would like to pass it over to Anju. So, Anju, here you go.
Thank you, Chris, for the valuable information on Telerik, and thank you, Mukta, for the wonderful introduction. So let's move on to the presentation. So what is personalization? Personalization has become a key concern when attracting the customers and working to maintain their loyalty. Personalized contents may be advertisements, recommended items, screen layouts, images, and other digital media which can be displayed based on what you know about your visitors and how long they interact with your website. We mainly have two broad categories of personalization. One is the profile-based perspective personalization and the other is the behavior-based adaptive personalization. About the profile-based perspective personalization. It focuses on the specific segments of users, and here the profiles of personas are built based on the characteristics and information available about your customers. For example, if a visitor browses your online product catalog, we may want to highlight a new offer or a similar product feature that might help the visitor to make a path easily towards the purchase. And about the next, the behavior-based adaptive personalization. It is mainly used to target new visitors by tracking their behavior and their click-through patterns. Each choice made on the website helps us to filter what comes next to the visitor. Content personalization can be effective only if you know very well about your customers and their preferences. The more accurate the information, the better we can personalize our website. Moving to the business benefits of content personalization. Most importantly, content personalization helps us to build one-to-one relationships with the customers. It also increases the sales and conversions, and you can see that there will be an increase in the site usability. It provides us with a better arrangement of your products or services to resonate the targeted solutions with the ideal audience. Personalization also has the ability to serve your visitors with content specific to their interest, roles, or locations. Now, let's see how Sitefinity can help us in content personalization. Content personalization is one of the most innovative features of Sitefinity. Personalization in Sitefinity gives us the flexibility for the content authors to customize the content, layout, and appearance of a page based on the characteristics of the website visitors. Sitefinity provides a number of options for identifying visitors based on the demographics, behavior, customer context, etc. Sitefinity also has a flexible and easy-to-use user interface which helps us to easily segment the visitors and deliver personalized content to the users. Now, let's see the steps for personalizing the content in Sitefinity. Segment your visitors by creating user segments for your visitors. Personalize the presentation by creating personalized versions of your pages. Impersonate the text experience by using the personalization preview tool. And last, measure the results so that we can improve more. Now we can have a short demo on how to personalize content in Sitefinity. First step towards personalization in Sitefinity is creating user segments for your visitors. Now we shall move into the demo. This is the website created in Sitefinity for the demo. And now let us move into the dashboard, that is the administrative back end of Sitefinity. Here we can log in as the admin. Now we will be taken to the dashboard of Sitefinity. Here we have the main tab, and here in under marketing menu we have personalization option. First step towards personalization in Sitefinity is creating a user segment for your visitors. So here in the personalization page we can see a create user segment button in the toolbar. First, let's see what is a user segment. User segments are different groups of users that are to be served with different content. They can be defined by assigning one or more characteristics that later helps the site system to identify the user. We have several options to classify a user, such as location, time of visit, referral URL, etc. Now let's create a user segment in Sitefinity. Here we have a button, create a user segment. Clicking on that, now let me create a user segment for the visitors from London. You can also give a description if needed. Let's create the rules for this particular user segment. For that, we can add characteristics to the user segment. Here a pop-up comes with the predefined characteristics provided by the Sitefinity. Here we have the IP address and many others like location. Here now I am creating the user segment for visitors from London. So I am adding the location London. Add the location, we can add many more locations here. Now let me save this characteristic. To add more characteristics, if we want, we can add the users to be filtered either by the first characteristic or the second characteristic. Then we have to use the characteristic button under the all segment. And if we want the user to apply both first and second characteristic, we have to use the add characteristic button under the and separator. Now, making this user segment active, let me create this segment. Visitors from London is the segment which is created now. These are the other user segments which I have created for our demo purpose. And Sitefinity also provides us the ability to prioritize each of the user segments. We have actions link for each of the user segments, and from there we can set the priority for each of the user segments so that the users can be filtered based on the priority of each of the user segments. Now, once we have created a user segment, we shall move on to personalizing the presentation by creating personalized versions. Going on to the pages, we have a pages view where in the grid we can see the pages we have already created for this demo. And here we have the home page. We have the actions link for the home page, and here we have the option personalize. Now we are taken to a page where we can create a personalized page. Here we can select the user segment which we have created right now. I'm selecting the visitors from London user segment and create and go to edit content. Now we are getting the same home page which is not personalized, and it is just a copy of the original home page we have created before. Now let me personalize this home page for the visitors from London by changing the banner image. We have the edit option for each widget, and from here I am changing the banner image for the visitors from London. Changing the image from the libraries, I have for London. Now let me save the changes. Now we can see that the home page has been personalized for the visitors from the particular location, London. Rest everything remains the same as in the home page. So personalized pages are just versions of the same pages based on the user segments we have created. Now let me publish the personalized page. We are taken back to the pages view. Here, once we have personalized a particular page, we will get a link personalized in the grid view. On clicking the personalized link, we can see how many pages, how many versions of the pages has been created based on the different user segments. Here we have 5 personalizations based on these user segments. If we want to see any particular page based on a particular personalized page, we can view it directly from here. It will take us to the personalized version of the home page. Once we are done with personalizing the content, we can preview the personalized pages by using the personalization preview tool of Sitefinity. That is available in the marketing menu, personalization module. Here in the toolbar we can see the view site as option. Before that, let me take you through the other user segments we have created for the demo purpose. One is the referral URL user segment. That is, if somebody comes to our site from some other sites like social medias, for here I have created the characteristics for the referral URLs like linkedin.com, facebook.com or gmail.com. If some user comes from these websites, they'll be taken to the personalized view we have created for the referral URL. Similarly, we can personalize based on the time of a day. We can set the time. We can also add more characteristics for the user segments based on our personal requirements. Now moving on to the personalization preview tool. Clicking on the view site as button in the personalization module, we are taken to the personalization console of Sitefinity. Here we have a panel bar in the right. That is the personalization preview tool we are going to use to preview the site we have created with different user segments. In the right pane, we can choose the perspectives from which we want to view the website. To view the perspective view of the user segment, we can use the By User Segment tab, or to view the website from the perspective of a user with certain characteristics, we can use the Custom button. Here we can manually add different characteristics and use the View button to view the personalized view of the home page. Now from the user segment view, everyone is the user segment which is not personalized and which can be viewed by all users without any criteria. Let's go through the home page which is not personalized. Here we are having a single banner image, some top destinations, favorite dishes and a testimonial segment. Now let's move on to the user segments and the personalized view of the home page based on the user segments. I'm selecting the visitors from London user segment to see the changes we have made in the user segment in the home page. Once I've selected, you can see that our home page have been personalized for the visitors from London. The banner image has been changed and rest everything remains the same. So we are using the same home page and just changed only the banner image for the particular users from the user segment visitors from London. Now taking the referral URL, we can see that everything remains same, only the testimonial segment have been changed for those who are coming from LinkedIn or Facebook or Gmail. Similarly, we can just check out the time of day, evening user segment, somebody who's logging into our website in the time we have specified. We can see that the banner image has been changed and everything else remains the same. This is how the Sitefinity personalization preview tool helps us to preview the personalization changes we have made to a single page, and we can test it using the device preview also. We can view the website as it will appear on a mobile device using the device preview option provided by Sitefinity. Here we can select the device which supports, and we can see how our site is going to be in a particular device. We can also have the custom option and give a location manually and check how the personalized homepage will be for the location from Asia, for the visitors from Asia. And on clicking view, I can see that I'm getting a new personalized homepage view for the site. That is, the banner image and the top destinations have been changed. So now we are done with the personalization preview tool, and now we have to measure the results. After you have segmented your audiences, personalized their experience, and checked how your website is presented for different audiences on different devices, you can see the results of what we have done. They can be measured by the conversions and other website key performance indicators for different segments compared to the default presentation for non-segmented visitors, or to the key performance indicators prior to the personalization. Measuring will help us to iterate and improve our results further. That's all from my end for the demo, and now we have the question and answer session.
Okay, so thank you, Anju. Thanks for such a wonderful session. Now it's time for the question and answer session. Folks, we are ready to address your question. Type in your question using the question feature on the GoToWebinar. So we have our first question, that is, can I deliver personalized content for unknown or new visitors?
Yeah, absolutely, we can deliver personalized content for the unknown or new visitors. It is like we can deliver personalized content to any visitors based on the characteristics like the locations, time of day, visit duration, etc., which is generally available about a visitor.
Okay, seems fine. We have a second question. Is it possible to do personalization based on custom attributes of user profile feeds?
This seems to be a good question, and yes, we have an option in Sitefinity to create custom attributes for the profile feeds and then use these attributes as the criteria while creating the user segment, so that these custom attributes can act as the characteristics.
So moving on to our next question. How can I define dynamic content for people who are already in the pipeline?
Marketers who integrate their website and marketing automation systems or CRMs are able to leverage the information they have already gathered about each prospect to deliver the high targeted message and content.
So we have our next questions, that is, can we create custom personalization criteria?
Yes, we can create custom personalization criteria in case where the built-in personalization criteria are not sufficient to match your specific needs when creating the user segments.
So we have a question from Jessica. So the users would need to be logged in as Sitefinity user?
No, a user need not to be logged in as a Sitefinity user. A general user can also be getting the personalized contents.
Okay, so we have our last question for the day. Is location data provided in the module, or does that come from another source?
The location data is actually directly coming from another source, and it is not it is using the geolocations. We have a DB in Sitefinity itself.
Okay, I hope that was quite clear. So folks, this is all the time we had. Please look up for a follow-up mail that will alert you on the on-demand status of the webinar, so that you can review any material you missed, or you will simply go over again. Now, any more further questions will be taken offline. You can either reach us at our social media, or you can simply drop us a mail. For all the questions that has been unanswered, we will be sending you an email with the answers. So finally, a small request, please remain with us and complete our 4 questions exit survey. So that's all from our end. That brings us to the end of the webinar. So on behalf of Chris, Anju, and our team at Suyati Technologies, thanking you all for joining us and taking time to attend the webinar. Have a great day.